the win! Yeah!
So guys, I was on TikTok like any normal human being is right now, and while I was sitting there scrolling, a video happened to catch my eye talking about, Russell Westbrook. Yeah, he's overrated. Russell Westbrook is overrated. Russell Westbrook is this. Russell Westbrook is that. He's the most overrated point guard in the NBA. All that stuff. And then, like clockwork, I scroll one page down, and immediately the first thing is why the Sixers should trade Joel. And I'm starting to get frustrated with this. Because now I'm like, are you serious? Are you serious? Why is it that people are just ignoring Ben Simmons right now? And even when they talk about Ben, they talk about him as if things will just get better. They'll just get better. Not much that has to be adjusted. It'll just get better. And I'm like, what? Why is Joel Embiid the reason they're losing? What is going on? The real reason that they're losing, honestly, is Ben Simmons. But we're going to get into that for a second. First, I got to defend Joel for a second. I am going to make, first thing, but you know what? Let's just get this out the way. I'm going to defend Russell Westbrook, but it doesn't take too much. Russell Westbrook is a great player. The only thing that is wrong with him is his mentality. He has to prove people wrong so badly. It ends up affecting his game, and it ends up making him play worse than he truly is. It's not the fact that he's a bad player. It's the fact that he has a bad mentality because of the way he attacks the game. The way he attacks on offense is just, he plays with his emotions. And that's the one problem. If you do something very simple as say, man, Russ, you can't shoot. You can't shoot. Shoot it. You can't shoot. He's probably going to take the jump shot because he wants to prove to you he can shoot. And that can end up being detrimental to him because he wants to prove so badly that he can, that he just continues to show that he can't. I can't remember where the saying came from. I think it was Lincoln that said it, but I think it goes, better to stay silent and have people think that you are a fool than to speak and remove all doubt. That is pretty much Russell Westbrook in a nutshell. It's better for him to not take the jump shot and have people say he can't shoot than to shoot it, brick it, and have everyone remove all doubt that he can't shoot. Because now we all know he can't shoot because we see him not being able to shoot. He ends up hurting his team when he starts continuously take up shoot jumpers, but that doesn't make him necessarily a bad player. That means he has a terrible mentality. It's like Wilt in a sense, but of course Wilt is clearly better. But people think that Bill Russell is better than Wilt because basically he has a better mentality than Wilt. No, Wilt is clearly better than him. It's just the fact that Bill's mentality made it so that it was more suited to a winning team than Wilt was. And Wilt's mentality was more so, I'm going to get mine, and everybody else can kind of just chip in. Doesn't make Wilt worse than Bill. That just means Bill's mentality was better. But now, we're going to defend Joel Embiid because I'm tired of this. Joel Embiid, look here. Let me tell you something. If you question this man's mentality, I want to slap you. I seriously do. I want to slap you because I don't understand. What does this man have to do to show you that he wants it? He truly wants to win. And it's obvious. He wants to win really, really, really bad. And, think about it. When the Boston Celtics were beating the crap out of this team, who was the most visually frustrated person on the floor? Joel Embiid. When last year, when that shot went in by Kawhi, who was clearly the most visually hurt player on the team? Was it Ben Simmons? No. Was it Joel Embiid? Absolutely. Joel Embiid was crying. He was crying. I don't understand why some people will actually question this dude's mentality and say that he even gave up in this series. What? How? How do you question someone who clearly gives everything he's got, but it amounts to nothing because Elton Brand is trying to build a team for Ben Simmons because apparently everyone is just trying to build around Ben Simmons, even though Ben Simmons is clearly not showing the same amount of want to that Joel Embiid has. Joel Embiid clearly wants to win, and I don't see the same thing coming from Ben. I see a whole lot of, I'm going to win, but it has to be my way. And I don't appreciate that at all, especially from a dude who is not the one getting blamed for their losses, especially for a dude who is not the one who's getting more so talked about being traded. Heck, the reason he's probably not going to get traded is because, one, Elton Brand's an idiot, and two, because Joel Embiid doesn't want him to be. I would trade Ben Simmons. Why? Because Ben Simmons is not showing me improvement. He's not showing me anything. He's just showing me that I'm going to be who I was last year, with a few tweak things added in that I didn't even really need. We know what he needs? He needs to shoot mid-range jumpers. He needs to shoot, not even like pull-up mid-range. He needs to just like shoot the mid-range jumper off the catch just to get something going. Get a feel for it. Take the shot. Nobody's saying that you have to shoot 100%. Just take it. You can shoot 20% for all we care. Take the shot. But he's not listening to his coach. He's not listening to anybody. He's more so just saying, I'm going to get mine the way I want to get it. And everyone else is just going to have to deal with that. And that's not cool. Especially to Joel, who is giving it everything he's got. And he's even catering to Ben by shooting jumpers outside, which is somewhere he should never be. But for some reason, since Ben Simmons isn't going to do it, guess who is? The person who actually wants to win. Now, I'm not saying Ben Simmons doesn't want to win, but I'm not seeing that mentality out of him. Not yet, at least not yet. Now, maybe next year's, this whole thing can change. And I'm not taking this video down if that happens. I'm just going to probably make another video on how he changed. But until then, if somebody getting traded, it better be Ben Simmons. If Joel Embiid is even in trade talks, this organization is going nowhere. And the process is an absolute failure if Joel Embiid is gone by next season. Or the season after. This has been Mr. Full Court. And I will see you guys later.
I got a bad bitch and she doing what I say, so gotta get this bread, boy, I'm all about the pay. So pocket full of money, nigga, or I be the bankroll. Shout out Lil Muzzy for this blueberry fago. I be on a flight, nigga, catch me